how to make some cards with some of the products that you can purchase from Stampin' Up through me. Oh, sorry, hit my ring there on the leg of my chair. Real life card making here, no editing, no fast forwarding, real time, real chat, real fun. Well, I try to make it real fun. So it is Thursday here on the sunny central coast of New South Wales. It is actually sunny today. There's apparently a wind warning. So it is a bit windier than normal here. Hey Margine, hey Deb, hey Shirley, hey Sylvia. Thank you all so much for joining me. So today I've grabbed out some product that is retiring once again. So today I've grabbed out some product that is retiring. Let's just try and mute myself. Hello, Margaret. Thank you for joining. Just let me grab the catalogue here. So the products that we're using today are out of the retiring mini catalogue. So lots of products are retiring out of this catalogue, and the two products that I've grabbed out is Happy Thoughts, and this is another $1 Million Achiever please excuse my throat, stamp set. So one of our amazing demonstrators who has sold $1 million helped design this stamp set, and this was Jackie. She's a US demonstrator, and it is full of fantastic sentiments. So I thought we could definitely use those today and pair them with the True Love paper, which is just black and white floral and basic pattern paper. So I thought, since we're using black and white, I am going to turn the color choices over to you ladies. Hello Linda, hello Amanda. I know I agree with that sentiment, Amanda. I am going to miss this a lot. I was quite disappointed that such a versatile sentiment set didn't carry over. But I'm really happy with the sentiment set in the new catalogue. So it's just a bit sad, but I will miss it, and I feel sad for Jackie that she designed such a great set and it didn't carry over. Hey Colleen, thank you for joining. So I'm turning color choices over to you guys. So if you want to, I think I may go black and white and one other color. Just to keep it really simple and bold and have that color be the hero of the card. Hey Kathy, so if you guys could throw out a couple of colors, I do own all the Stampin' Up colors. Hey Renee, so throw out a couple of colors, some of your favorites, and while you do that, I'm going to have a look at the stamp set. So the Happy Thoughts stamp set is on sale for 25% off, and it is down to $27.75, and the True Love Designer Series paper isn't discounted but is great value. Bumblebee, I like that one. I have grabbed my Bumblebee stamp set, Cherylee, and the Love You paper, as I said, isn't discounted, and it is $20. Polish Pink, I have that set aside for my class on the weekend, but I can grab Polish Pink. I think we might go one or two more. Hi Ryan, thank you for the compliment. I hope you enjoy our card making today. Okay, so I'm going to pop my list away now that we know that the stamp set's on sale, but the paper isn't, but the paper's fantastic value. And I do have some pre-cut flowers that we can colour and put on the card as well. Gorgeous grape. Oh, Amanda. Oh, no. Another favourite of mine. We're doing well. I'm loving the three colours. Old Olive. Okay, we will leave it at those 4 colours. Oh, Evening Evergreen. I think I might stick with the challenge of Old Olive. Okay, so they are the 4 colours. So we're going to make 4 cards using 1 Bumblebee, 1 Polish Pink, 1 Gorgeous Grape, and 1 Old Olive. I like your colour choices. And I love that you guys all went like bold, bright colours. I do like that. So what I am going to do now, I'm going to flick us around and choose some of our patterns. Oh, yes, the new Fresh Freesia is great as well. I love all the colours. I do love all the Stampin' Up! Colours. You can't go wrong with them. But we've got 4. And if I get time, I will go back and have a look at the other colour choices as well. Hey, Alicia. Hey, Shelley. Good to see you again as well. You are totally in the groove. What was that? That was my glue. You are totally in the groove of catching me live. I love it. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Sorry guys, I'm also about to sneeze, I think. Ooh, no, the sneeze went. But I think we're all good here and straight. So I'll go turn off the light and I'll be back in 2 seconds. I've got Louisa sleeping. She's so exhausted, that exhausted sleepy just outside my office. It's very, very sweet. Okay. I've also got my heat pack because not only is it a bit cool today, my back still isn't fantastic and I got some treatment on it this morning. So I'm just going to keep it nice and warm. So if you hear like a beanbag moving, that's just me moving my heat pack. So I am looking after myself. Pattern paper. So as I said, this pattern paper is black and white and totally customizable, which is fantastic. Now these are all my flowers that I have pre-cut and ready. Now, I do have 3 patterns here. I wonder if we start with these, because they're, although some of them may not make a card front. And I kind of want to use the pattern side. So not use the basic pattern, use the floral pattern. That'll make a card front. That'll work. I love those cabbage flowers. So that's 3 card fronts. Let's have a look. Oh, and I have another pattern cut here. Actually, I have another 2 that we can use. I'm not so keen on that. I think we'll try and make this one work, which is kind of a mix. So there, 1, 2, 4, 5. There's one more pattern in the set that you're not seeing, but that's got nice on the back. That's nice on the back. And then we can always use the other patterns as a contrast strip or something like that. So I will get these trimmed down and then we will grab our colours. Hey Barbara, hey Leanne, hey Linda. We were supposed to get up at 1. Why were you meant to get up at 1:13 in the morning? That was silly. That was pretty much what time David came to bed this morning. This is called True Love and it's in the mini catalogue. It's just a normal designer series paper and it will be retiring either while stocks last or at the end of June. Let me double check the date. It is the 30th of June. So if it sells out earlier or on the 30th of June, it will no longer be. Oh, the heat index. I think we're atop of 17 degrees Celsius today, which isn't too bad. It was beautiful yesterday and it was 20 degrees, which was a luxury. I really enjoyed 17. I think I'm going to have them be a bit smaller of the card front, so then we can have our coloured card bases be our heroes. And then I am left with a strip at the bottom, which may work really, really well to be a strip across, because that's exactly the same size. I'm not sure that I cut this correctly. It kind of looks wrong. No, that's exactly right. So those two go together perfectly. And I just use that pattern, so I'll pop that to the side. We will use our cabbage tree, and if we can make them all the same size, we will. If not, we won't, and that's okay. So I do like these dark and moody patterns. You can also highlight a couple of flowers in here and colour them. Ooh, that's another nice contrasting piece. So that works well. That's 2. This is 3. Or we can get another card front out of this. I like that, and I can still get 2 full flowers out of that piece if I wished. So have you guys all had a good couple of days since I saw you last? Because I hope you have. Not sure that that strip works as well as the others, but we shall see. We may not need a strip on that one, or we'll swap our strips around. So 9.5. This is the boring bit because we have to do a bit of preparation to get us to where we want to go. And I may go through and highlight and colour a couple of these flowers just to tie everything together. We'll see how we go. We've got that pattern. I was going to throw that away. That's not such a good idea. And then we have this one. Let me go this way. Always less this way. 9.5 by. Oh, top of 12. Ouch. You're not thrilled about the black and white. That's fair enough. Thank you so much, Shelley. Yeah, we had, I think it was Thursday last week here. It was like 11. It was the coldest day in like 37 years or something. And yeah, I'm not sure the black and white works, but what I could do, I could like swap. I may not use them, but they're there if we want to use them. Okay, so let's grab out some card bases in our colours. Let's see if future Ellen has been kind. Yes, she has. Bumblebee. And let me grab out my, yep, this is polished pink. Oh, is that one already folded? Oh, future Ellen, or past Ellen, has been amazing here. Let's go if we can go 4 from 4. Oh, I went too far down. I was going for Highland Heather, which isn't particularly going to work, although it could work with the Gorgeous Grape. Okay, Gorgeous Grape and Old Olive, which is all the way down the end. not quite the last colour, but it's the last section of colours. So I only need to cut 2 card bases, which is good. Whoops, got a bit of paper falling onto the floor. So we've got 2 portrait cards here, so I might make 2 landscape cards and see how we go. You know, variety is the spice of life. I'm glad you like my cards, considering I don't know how these cards are going to end up. I hope I like these cards too. I've tried to keep it simple. I don't know what the sentiments will be cut out with or what we'll stamp them on yet, but we've got the basics down. We've got colours, we've got patterns. I may even, I've got some ribbon in a couple of these colours as well, so I can make some ribbon work possibly. We'll see how we go. Put in the middle of the colours. Okay. Just trying to get this measurement fairly right. That's because I'm not doing the right measurement. Couldn't work out why it was looking wrong. And I really do before I start prepping for class on the weekend. Although I cut a piece of paper yesterday and didn't cut so well, but these papers are cutting fine. I think I'm teetering on whether it's time to change my blade or not. Okay, so I'm going to fold all these card bases and then I'm going to work out which designs need to be portrait and which designs can be landscape and pair them up with the colours, and then from there we will choose some sentiments, because some of these sentiments are going to be better landscape and some of them are going to be better portraits. So it's all just working out what works best and what doesn't. So this one is a bit creased, so that can be the back of a card. Okay, and work out which side, whoops, I have already burnished on. Oh, well, that has a piece of something on the back. Okay. Your favourite pink, the polished pink. It is a it's a mid. Did I grab polished? I'm not convinced. It is. So polished pink ink is a lot darker than the polished pink cardstock. Now this one could work nicely on that. And I've got to be careful because I don't have any black cardstock at the moment. I need to desperately put in, oh, I've got 5 pieces of paper here, guys. Maybe I need to use another piece, another one, maybe. These can all be used anyway. Maybe I need to go back to our colours. Hello, Miss Cheryl. Okay, let me go scroll back to the top where we were talking about colours. No one jump in because we had a couple of extra colours here. I know one was Evening Evergreen and I'm trying to... I scrolled way too quickly. One was Fresh Freesia. I'm kind of feeling the Fresh Freesia because I tried to use it on another card the other night and it didn't work. So if I have a Fresh Freesia card base, which I actually think I do, I think this, just need to check it because it's not scored. But yes, this is a Fresh Freesia card base. So we've got five cards. I increased. Only because I got a bit overzealous. Ah well, these things happen. And look, I have Fresh Freesia nails. I didn't realise they were so close to Fresh Freesia, but they are. They are Fresh Freesia nails, almost to the shade of the cardstock. Okay, I'm pretty happy with all of these. So let's find some sentiments. So we've got thinking of you, I think will work really well on a portrait. And just keeping it really, really simple. Thinking of you, I think a thank you will also look really good on a portrait because they're not so long. We've got happy birthday, which could work on either. Congratulations. I do actually have to make a congratulations card at the moment because my stepdaughter is pregnant and I haven't made her a congratulations card yet. Okay, I think there are 5 sentiments. Done. Great. Done, done, done. I'll leave my 5 strips here on the base of, oh, I have knocked this, obviously. Let me see if I can line that up. Sorry, it looks like I've knocked it. Thank you. I know, second grandchild. Very, very, very exciting. It's all official. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. I wouldn't say I'm very abstract though, Jay. I'll let these girls answer that. I know it is sacrilege, Shelley. I cannot believe, I think I have like 1 sheet and I'm thinking I want to use it for class on Sunday, which means I will have to scrounge some cardstock from one of my team members who lives locally and then replace it. But I do have a card idea that is totally cased from another crafter, not a Stampin' Up crafter. And I went, that will make an amazing card. So I'll see if we do it. Okay, I just need to have a drink. I feel a bit dehydrated at the moment. No, Jay, you can't. Just let me have a sip of my drink, Jay, and I'll explain how my business works. Oh, that did not go down well. So Jay, I sell the products to make the cards, and basically I show people how to use my products to make cards. So I generally give away these cards to friends, family. I do have an extensive, I think it's up to nearly 300 people I send birthday cards to, or cards through to throughout the year. And that's what I do. And yeah, I'm in Australia, so some sending cards on Etsy and internationally can be a bit tricky as such. I don't think I'm going to use any of these flowers because these backgrounds are all really flower heavy, where I'd want to use one of our plain backgrounds to use these flowers on. So even though I grabbed them out, I'm going to pop them to the side and just try and keep these as simple as possible. You know, with me, haha, that may be a bit hard, and my hands are feeling a bit shaky. I do not have fine arts in my DNA either, Jay. That's a reason why I run card making classes, so people who don't feel that they are so that they aren't so crafty can come along and have a play. And I do show how very simple it can be. So I'm using one stamp set, one stack of paper, and just a few extras. Okay, sorry girls and guys, I'm just looking here at my scraps of paper and bits and bobs and seeing what I have to work with. I already have this pre-cut. I may now actually go back to that piece. Put the paper in the right place. Oh, I'm so sorry I knocked you guys there. I will see how badly I knocked you in just a second. Not too badly. Although I do feel like I just need to do a bit of a camera adjustment. I think that's going to be better. You just couldn't see the bottom, which is where I normally work. Ah, nice. Well, yeah, I have. So my eldest stepdaughter has had 2 babies. So Ivy, I think a lot of you know exactly who Ivy is. She has featured on here a number of times, mainly when she was younger. I'm so sorry, my hands feel so shaky today. As I said, I was in treatment. I had a massage earlier, and my hands, I just feel shaky today. So you're going to have to excuse my shakiness. Oh my dear word. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant, Bev. All good. They's not straight and they's not good stamping. So calm it down, take some deep breaths, real life. That looks really good. Snip off the bottom, layer it with this and maybe some white ribbon, like a white bow or something like that. Maybe some matte black dots. What do I have? I have black and white baker's twine. I have black baker's twine. I don't actually have any black ribbon. I can colour it black. Yes, grandbabies are very, very special in so many ways, especially when they're being goofy and just being silly. I love that. Mind you, David and my children do that enough to amuse me in my days. Okay, so that is pretty good. I can work with that. I think I'm just going, I have a feeling I'm going to use that a fair bit. So I am thinking I may want to pop it on a piece of black. Now I do have plenty of black scrap, but look, I have one single lone piece of A4 cardstock, and now I can't get it back in. It's just going to have to stay out. I am going to see if I have a little scrap that I can just use to matte that on, just to give it a bit more black, because it's such a bold colour. It's just really nice to repeat it. Now, I said my glue was on the floor. Let's see. Right, just don't mind me. BT, black BT, not black and white. Jane, have you got my syndrome that you can't type today? I do that all the time. I just have those moments where I seriously just can't type. Okay. Going to start to do some gluing. So, can't even get the glue on the paper. And I've said I'll make 5 cards. God, you girls are going to have to support me through this. Seriously. Just want a little fine. Just a fine layer. Nothing too bold. Just something to give the sentiment some presence. So I'll leave that there to dry a bit before I grab back out my trimmer, and to stop tempting fate, I'm going to close. And sorry, I just blew away the Louisa hair that was in there. It's not very often I get Louisa hairs in my products, but today there was one. Oh, thank you, Amanda. That's lovely. I appreciate it. I always am more than happy to be upfront with you guys, going, hey, I'm not having a good day. We're just going to struggle through this together. And today is just one of those days. And everyone has those days, whether you've got a disability like me or not. We all just have those days. Just part of life. And everyone's best. My girlfriend shared a great graphic last night that it was just a graph going up and down, and how now she has some challenges and has some kids that have some challenges as well. And it just shows that it was just depicting basically that your best on any given day is different. So your best today may not be, are you kidding me? I wasn't paying attention, but do you know what? We're just going to leave it and make it work, because I can't add paper back. So we're just going to make it work. But yeah, it was just a graph showing that your best on any given day is different. And I could not agree with her more with that sentiment. So we could put this in the middle, but I actually don't mind it partially offset. Look, if I was to cut one of these layering circles, I would have chosen a smaller one, but because it was sitting there in the packet, I'm using it. Hello, Miss Nick, how are you? Hello, Phoebe, thanks for joining me. I'm glad you found me today, Phoebe. I've been loving seeing what you're doing recently. I've got to make a one sheet wonder very soon. My teen swaps are a one sheet wonder, and I've been looking at what everyone's doing, and one of your colour combos caught my eye, Phoebe. So when I share it, if I use that colour combo, I will certainly credit you, because It just caught my eye and I went, wow, that's so striking. Pretty good today, that's good. I can't share that sentiment. I'm having a shaky hand day. Which normally on a shaky hand day I don't craft. But I'd already promised I'd craft before I realised I was having a shaky hand day. So here I am playing with you all. And totally rocking my fresh Frisian nails. Okay, let's get my dish for all my rubbish. So this is card 1, pretty much done. So do you think I should add any embellishments to this? Thinking if I put this down here, it will mask the fact that I totally bodged my black layer. Let's see my matte blacks. This is on my list to purchase another pack of my matte black because I'm kind of really falling in love with them because they're a bit gorgeous. It is. Hello, Peter. Thank you so much, Peter. I did get your email. I just had a crazy day yesterday and this morning and haven't had a chance to reply to you. But I will definitely reply and book in to have a chat with you very soon. Okay, so I just want to create a cluster of 3, so that kind of fills in that space. No, you know what? I'm not happy with this one, and because I've only placed it down, I'm still keeping my cluster of 3, but let's see if I can pop this off without ruining the card. Kinda did, kinda didn't. It's okay. Right. This can go here. That'll work. Right. And then that's a bit better. So it just draws your eye a little further off. And because I swear I didn't have these marks on this paper before. Just using my adhesive remover, I did not have these marks before. But anyway, and I will add a cluster of 2 because odd numbers rather, are always more visually pleasing. Though I do wish I had a slightly smaller one. So I've covered the boo-boo, whatever that was there. I'm so sorry if you can hear David in the background. He's fallen asleep. And you may be able to hear him. I'll leave that there. So there's card 1 done. I'm just going to roll over. I'll show you close up. So just rubbing over that. You can use a normal wide eraser for that, just to even it out. So that's it close up. We've used a True Love paper, a scrap of the Fresh Freesia layering circle. We use the stamp set, the sentiment out of Happy Thoughts, and the matte black dots. So that's card 1 done. Okay, congratulations card. Pressure for this one. Pressure. I wish I had these skills too, Peter, because I'm not feeling it today. I'm really, really not. So, yeah. The sentiments are lovely, Phoebe. I was saying just before you came on that sadly this stamp set is retiring if it's not sold out before the end of the month, which makes me a little sad. Polka dot or cabbage flowers. My stepdaughter's a bit of a gardener. She'll say she's not very successful, but she's trying to work out her perfect permaculture design for her garden so she can get vegetables and all those things. But she's seen some beautiful bunches of flowers that she's picked from her own garden, which is just lovely. Okay, our old olive. Just wondering if this strip, even though it is just a scrap, whether that will work. I'm thinking I'm going to need my Stamparatus for this, because we're trying to play smart and not hard, and if my hands aren't working, we're going to use my Stamparatus so I can get better stamping, okay? Thank you, Phoebe. Thank you, thank you. Now, I just need a clean Stamparatus plate that doesn't have... I just closed my laptop, which I'm watching all your comments on. Hopefully that still goes. Let me refresh my screen. See if I can get all this back up and running. So there is a right side and a wrong side. Now, I did have this here. I'm going to take this. These are cling stamps, so they do actually cling to the plastic. They don't suction or anything. They are slightly sticky. So I'm just going to pop the congratulations on there. It doesn't matter if it's not straight, because you've got that handwritten script. If it's not straight, it really, really doesn't matter. So we're going to do this in black ink. I'm just seeing. No, there aren't any accompanying sentiments that I can pop on the inside, but I think I might want to put a personalised greeting. Oh, I definitely need to stamp that again. I want to get this nice, bold, crisp and black, and at the moment it's not. So the good thing about being in the Stamparatus, I can give this a few more goes and just one more time for good luck. This is good, but we're just going to chance it. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'll just remove my very strong earth magnet here. I have just painter's tape around it, so with my hands I can more easily grab it. Okay, making an avalanche off to the side. So we have that strip. And because it's so long, I'm kind of thinking it can go all the way across with a couple of matte black dots, and that's this card done. Although there's a nice... Yeah, I want to put it there, and I'll explain why. So you've got some really nice flowers here, and you've got some really nice flowers here. You almost have quite a dead space through the middle. So in my thinking, this will look really nice across the middle, because you're not covering up those really nice flowers that I personally want to showcase. I'm just going to see if I have, oh, you can hear the avalanche over there. Just wondering if I have, that is exactly same width, isn't it? But it is exactly the same. It's come off something. Just wondering if, I'm just grabbing the best scrap that I can. Just want to grab like a teeny little scrap. Yes, something like that. And just to mat it in black, because we're going to keep the card nice and simple, just matting it in black, having that on that, and then on the card will just make it look super duper elegant. Okay, trimmer. I put my trimmer back, clear a space. Now, I just want to check how wide this is. So this is 2 centimeters. So I want to make this 2.5 centimeters. And if I cut from the top, it means the paper shouldn't shift. Oh, it's going to be a touch under 2.5 because that's where the paper's sat. But that will work really well. And I want this to be this long, which is, oh, it was almost right. My scoring blade is not going to be helpful. Sorry, I'm a bit off there. Hello, Anne. Hello, Bev. I'm really hoping that I can do all of these cards. Are you girls willing to hang with me for the long haul if I do all of them? Because, I mean, I don't know. How long have I been on for? I feel like I've not done much and I'm only 2 cards in. But that was pretty close. Oh, come on. I ruined the edge. Come on. Or maybe I just want to make it a titch smaller. I made it a titch smaller, so then we get a whole black border. I'll show you. I'll show you. I think I've done it right for what I'm thinking. If not, we'll just make it work. I did do it right. Perfect. So I've just made it so it's got a full black border. Just need to even it out a little bit, which is why I use my wet glue. So I've got that wiggle room. And then we pop that on there and just see. I've made it a titch longer, but that's okay. So then we've got that. Actually, I like it hanging over. Then I've got connection, and it just gives the sentiment that boldness against the very bold pattern paper. Exactly, it gives a break from the, because we've used so much old olive, it gives a break from the paper and just gives, whilst we've not added a colour, we have added a layer. Sorry, just going to pop that glue on the back of my hand so then it doesn't go anywhere I don't want it. It's just a titch down here. Now I I think I will grab my T-square ruler. No, Stampin' Up does not sell this, but I do recommend that if you have issues getting things straight on the card. Use a T-square ruler and you line things up every time. I am tempted. Do you know what? I still don't think it's straight. I don't know what's knocking my eye off today. Okay, that is straight and I need to leave it. What else? I don't think this actually... I can't even get my T-square ruler back. I have lost... No, I haven't. They are here. Just thinking about putting like 2 on the end here. Like just down here. You know, like used to be the trend that you'd use like 2 or 3. Just down. I might go 3. I know Bobby does it quite a bit and it's just elegant. Except you've got to get them even. Even and straight. Oh, that, I do marvel at myself sometimes. That is our congratulations card done for my stepdaughter, her daughter and her fiancé. Very exciting. I'm very excited to be a nonna again. And I think, I'm pretty sure she's due around my birthday, which makes it even more exciting. Oh, we're giving you a break from packing, Margaret. When are you moving? Just go and grab a drink and then we will do this one. And I'm thinking we want to stamp this on white because the background is so black. Go for it, craft away. Thanks for subscribing, Andrea. Okay, everyone's definitely here for it. Awesome. We could go this way or we could go this way. And with this one, we can put it like in the middle. Oh, I'm just seeing, and I just got water on my glasses somehow. No. Thinking we're going to have to cut a label, but that's okay. Let's get my stamping done first. Whoops. And I do have a nice big scrap here. Love keeping my scraps, or I keep my white scraps in particular separately, and I do keep my coloured scraps in the same colour, so then I know where they are. Okay, so this is gorgeous grape, gorgeous grape, gorgeous grape. And for some, I just need a piece of scrap paper to stamp off onto first. You're back, no problems, Phoebe. Ah, wow, that's exciting. That is very exciting. So is it a downsize, Margaret? And is your daughter local to you? I'm trying to think where you are. Oh, that's stamped pretty perfectly. I know you can't see through all my other layers, but I was pretty happy with that. I'm going to go this way just so I've got some side width depending on what die I choose. Oh, perfect. Couldn't have got that better if I tried again. Okay, and we're going to be smart. We're going to close our ink pad because many a disaster has happened move that black cardstock, which is now firmly in my way. Rather than bending over with my back, I'm going to come over here. Maybe, no. Maybe we can use Hippo and Friends. I know we used Hippo and Friends the other day, but you girls know I love the labels, and I promised Cindy forever ago that I would use the labels. I'm still yet to use the middle ones with you guys, but let's see what we can do. Now, was that sentiment not made for that die? Seriously, that's more than perfect. I couldn't have got that better if I tried. Just going to trim some of this excess off, so then this will fit through the mini machine and I don't have to grab out my big machine. I know them. Although I love the Hippo images as well, but I just love, it's such a versatile set, which is why I think it carried over from last annual catalogue, because these labels are so useful and the animals are so stinking cute. Okay, mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and our mini plates. Right. So the mini machine has different sandwich. Now this was printed on and it shows you how much I've used this machine. We use plate 1, then we use plate 2, which is my cutting plate, and then we use another plate 2 on top. There are a couple of tips with our mini machine. My machine doesn't like it if I have any paper hanging over the end of the plates. The plates just will not feed through. It can also be a bit finicky and you may need to stagger your plates a little bit. So if it doesn't feed through, they're my 2 most common fixes. Just want that to sit a bit more in. Get this lined up. So get this on and secured, and that fed through perfectly. Crank, crank, crank. Because it's such a little handle, we do need to use a few more cranks. But hey, we just get to flex our arms a bit more. Hello, Cloud. Thank you for joining me. Cloud, you haven't missed a video in a while. Rather impressive. Having a look here, I'm thinking I may use one of our black patterns and I'll split it and hang it out the sides. So rather than using black cardstock, I'll use one of our black scraps of paper that we got from our pattern paper. Hello, Glenda. Thank you for joining today, this afternoon. And you may be able to hear my wind chimes from time to time. I just heard them because the gusts of winds are happening and coming. Okay, now I can choose. I could go portrait. Oh, see, portrait works. So I will let you choose portrait or landscape while I split this piece of paper. Actually, I think I might use this one. So tell me, portrait or landscape? Doesn't matter how I snip it in the middle because it's just going to stick out on the edges. Landscape, Shelley. Okay, landscape it is. Done, sold. Now I'm going to need my, oh God, there is an avalanche happening. Okay. Hello, Anna Louise. I didn't see you pop in. Thank you for joining. Anna, are you still off work recovering? Which is why you're able to join me on a work day. Portrait of Bev, you are totally outnumbered here. I just dropped my paper. My thighs did a great job. Landscape is good too. Oh no, the portraits are coming in. Because this paper, it really doesn't matter which way I use it. Now, make sure my dodgy cut goes here. And then I've got to imagine, so we're totally fudging that this is a whole piece of paper here. Totally fudging it. And it's going to line up so perfectly. It really isn't, but I'm going to fudge it. I'm actually using the lines on my grid map. I'll move it across a bit more so you can see the lines on my grid map. That's pretty close. I'll leave that exactly like that. We're going to pop this like this. I am going to lift it up. Actually, what I want to do, I want to colour some of these. But do I have Gorgeous Grape? I don't think we have Gorgeous Grape in our, let me consult my chart that I haven't filled out yet. I have Highland Heather Fresh Freesia. I also have Blackberry Bliss. I might just colour in some Highland Heather ones. I think this is Highland Heather. Find a side. No, that's Fresh Freesia. Not helpful. Grab the other one. Although Fresh Freesia would work, I just want to highlight just a couple of randoms. And I'm not going to make them perfect. Oops. I really did want the other end, so this really isn't helpful. And I'm dropping, just got a bit of liquid, just clear liquid coming out that sometimes happens. Yes, it is good to see you live too there, Glenda. Do appreciate it. Oh, that's darker too. Sometimes my ends are darker, sometimes they're lighter. Just grabbing a couple of randoms all around. Then I will go over with our, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've done 5. I'm doing my rule of odds. Then I will just go over these edges just to blend them out a little, soften them up, although this one's totally dodgy. I don't know quite why I thought it was a good idea to colour, but I will add the sentiment on and you will just understand by spotlighting some of these. I'll just make sure put that on safely. I may add a couple more. So I covered that one up totally, so I've really only got 4. I might add in a couple of lights as well. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, and then like 1, 2. There we go. So you can just see how that's just made that very dense pattern just pop by adding those. Right, glue this. And I'm going to be smart and add the glue to the card base, because that's just how I know today is going to work best. Okay. Now we left a teensy mark there on the cardstock, but no one will notice it. I love these cards. They're turning out so well, and I'm going to use some dimensionals on the back of this, and I think with the pops of colour, where are my scissors? They're right here. With the pops of colour and the sentiment, I don't think we need any like embellishments. I think this card is good. Call it done as it is. We've got dimension, we've got colour, got the I'll show you before, like as I finish this up. We've got some very fine embossed detailing on the edge of the label. I know I can see out of the corner of my eye all your comments coming up, I'm assuming, about embellishments. Oh, Lisa, that is amazing. I'm so glad you've caught me live for the first time. Welcome. Welcome to my live video, and I love that you have obviously watched my replay videos as well. And I love everyone who watches the replays, even if you watch them fast forwarded, because on YouTube I watch nothing at normal speed. I will admit it. I mean, no offense to all my beautiful American friends. Geez, you talk slow. I think I was talking really slow at the start because I was feeling a bit shaky. Ah, yes, watching card making is good therapy. So is ordering card making supplies, which you did the other day, but we're not telling anyone, especially not your husband. Hopefully that, oh no, I did get a little dot on there. Oh, what a shame. It's okay, we're not redoing the card, but I did just get, I'll show you, I just got a little dot. It's just splayed out a bit, like the ink has just done that, but that's that card done. So you can see the really fine embossing detail on the edge of that label, which I just think makes this card beautiful. So that's 3 cards. Okay, next. Now, I think I'm going to have to definitely do some colouring on this one. On the cabbage trees, on the cabbage flowers, I made this a portrait card, but the paper's looking more landscape to me. Oh well, we're just going to have to... Okay, it's my eyes liking it better. That way, put that there, make a couple of those flowers, polish pink. Maybe if I even make these like lily type flowers in polish pink, and I think that will do that card. Oh, yes. Are you Cuban American, Phoebe? Because I was going to say, from memory, when the last couple of times we've spoken, you don't speak slowly. Okay. I know I have ribbon, and I said I had ribbon, but I ain't got time or the hand patience for ribbon, so we're not going to use ribbon, and we're just going to colour directly onto this. So there's no turning back at all with any of these cards. It's called Slap and Get It Done. So I know I have Polish Pink in my blends, and these are alcohol markers, so they blend beautifully, and I will do a bit of blending on these. Now these look totally wrong and fluoro as I put them down. I promise when this Polish Pink dries, it is not fluoro. It kind of freaked me out the first time I used it, and I went, oh my god, what have I done? But it doesn't dry fluoro. Just trust me. Okay, so we've got one here. I'm going to go different tact and colour in first. Now, I'm not doing accurate or beautiful colouring today. Not that I ever think my colouring is overly accurate anyway, but you can go light to dark, or you can go dark to light. It's just whatever works for you, but you do get very similar results doing either. So just dot in our dark areas here, which are basically denoted by the black lines on the card. So it's perfect. We've got 3 of these babies that we can use. So then that's our nice 3 flowers. The thank you in here, I've just got to work out how we're attaching the thank you. So that's our 3 flowers. I am going to be a titch of a perfectionist here. Just got some white spots there, a white spot here and there and there. Okay, done. Leave it. Very quick colouring. Fair enough, Phoebe. And the thing is, because you listen to your parents so much and they probably spoke incredibly fast, that's why you speak faster than the average American who lives in the South and speaks slowly. I need to learn how to speak slowly because this is on one of our darker backgrounds. I am definitely going to stamp it on white. So grab our scraps again, and I'm going to have a piece just fell on you all, but I'm just going to see if I think this piece will be good. Love having scraps, and I do get to the point where all I have left is scrap strips, and then I start cutting my cardstock again, and we sort of start from scratch. But at the moment, I have a decent variety. I am kind of getting to the point where I know I'll be cutting into my basic white cardstock very soon. Just leaving a bit of width because I don't know what I'm cutting it with yet. I'm thinking I'm going to be using one of my punches though. Make this one super duper easy. Now that stamped beautifully first time, so I'm actually very happy with that. But I do need to get a baby wipe because I've got quite an inky inside because I did some painting with this. So just grab the baby wipe, and before I get pink everywhere, I just give it a wipe. I could clean the inside, but it's normally I'm in a hurry or I'm on a video and it just gets wiped. Okay, Glenda, while I do this, we can workshop this together. So for boys cards, if they haven't got a particular interest, like for my son's, or my eldest, sorry, for my eldest 16th birthday, that is coming up, he's into cars. He loves playing a bass guitar at school at the moment. So you can go themed, or what I did for their 12th birthday was I just did textures. So we've got, you can use textures like our 3D embossing folder. You can use like the brick and mortar. I know I did that and grunged it all up, and that was a hit. I love that card. I hope I've still got it, but I do love it. So I've just gone with the tailored tag punch, just for a different shape. So I don't know, just a different shape. I like it. Although I wish I had, let me see. No, not enough. I just had a thought, because I kind of want to layer it up. I'm going to layer this up on the postage stamp punch. So you still get the amazing shape, but you do get the postage edge with, I'm going to try polish pink first, and if not, we're going to go black, because I have plenty of scrap of my black, and I can justify using the scrap. Oh, and I have the perfect sized scrap. So go textures. We've also got textures in good taste. So we've got lots of painty textures and brick and tile and stuff like that. And always with those cards, I love to add a big number or their name. So especially when it's personalized, you can kind of go to town with their name and a number, and that really does bring, now that was good punching right on that edge, and that kind of brings that kind of card together really well. No problems, Phoebe, thank you so much. I'm glad you think they're classic and elegant. I just feel like I'm slapping it. I just grabbed out Magenta Madness. It's not the same colour. Let's try that again with polished pinks, shall we? Good try, no cigar. Good try. Now, yes, this is a full card base. That's already scored. So just punch this out of a full sheet of paper. And then I know I have the rest for a card base or another project. Now that colour matches so much better. So see what I mean? Just having that colour peeking out. I think I kind of like the polish pink. And then I'll lift it up on dimensionals. I just think it grounds it nicely and just creates those beautiful layers. Okay, some glue and some dimensionals. Hoping I'm giving you some ideas. I think Like for me, these are fairly basic, but it's good just to work with one colour on one card. Kind of stretches what you do with it. Although we do technically have 3 colours, but when you look at the colour wheel, black and white are not a colour. White is a tint. Is it tint? White is used to create tints. I think I'm not talking out of turn there. But yeah. Hello, Joy. Sorry, Joy. I think I called you Tina because I saw the Moody Crafter. My pleasure, Glenda. Look, I just talk out of my behind and sometimes it makes sense. You may all cue laughter at that. Okay. I know. I just share. You guys turn up. We have fun. You buy stuff off me. It works well. That's the basic adage of how this all works. And I'm sure Stampin' Up thanks us as well that we all buy their stuff. And after this, we are on our last card, and we have made 5 cards with 5 totally different sentiments, all from the same set. We really, using very similar products, have got 5 very different cards. Okay, thank you. This is Sunny Yellow Happiness. That is just, I want to leave this background black and white. I could colour it, but it is so bold on the yellow. I love it. Okay, I'm going to stick this down straight away. No further ado. Sorry. And doing all this crafting, my hand has steadied up, which is nice. Now, I need volunteers of who would like to go and do food shopping for me later, because the kids have no milk. And that means I'll have to buy pizza for dinner tomorrow night and do shopping for class on Sunday. So just looking for volunteers of anyone who'd like to go and do my food shopping. Okay. Now this, I'm thinking stamping on Bumblebee, and I have kind of got oodles and noodles. I've busted my Bumblebee container here. Oops. I need to use more of it apparently. I shouldn't have put the packet of Bumblebee I had in when I did, and I busted the end. That's how I did it. I was cross on myself too when I did it. Now, even though this is a little sentiment, because I want to get it straight, I'm going to use a longer block. I don't even know what I want to cut it with, or whether I want to actually, I want to use my Stamparatus again. That's what I want to do, because we're going to stamp this in black. So let's flick this around, pop this piece in. That's good. Take this off. It was a great idea. That is sitting on there straight and towards the bottom. So we're just praying that this is going to be straight, because the type, the font is straight along the bottom. You do really want it's straight. So just using our Memento only because I feel this is the blackest ink Stampin' Up! Has. Not that I'm going to be using any colouring in it. That is pretty straight. I'm happy with that. And one more for good luck. Sometimes the one more for good luck is my downfall, but we shall see. No, one more for good luck's perfect. Okay, remove my piece of Bumblebee. So I think I'm going to cut this in a strip and then layer it onto something, although I just had the best idea ever. Let's see if my idea pans out. So grab the tailored tag punch again. Just let me see. Yes. So I kind of want to line this up along the bottom. I'll see once I get it in here if this works. Yes, it will. So I want to kind of hold it down just so when I get it in the right place, which, oh, it's not going to work. The T is too tall. Although I'm going to go for it. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So we could leave it like that, but I'm going to punch out a full black one and then layer this on the full black one, just for something different. Where is my black cardstock? Can I get full one out of this scrap? Why, yes I can. And then I'm going to layer this on this. It isn't my original idea because I did want to create a strip using this. Oh, I don't even mind that offset a little. Ooh, I like. That looks really good. I like that. We're going to go with it. Don't know what that was. Something dinging in my house. Yes. Yes, Glenda, you are. But that's okay. Thank you. Thank you for offering. Love it. Okay. Wipe off the extra glue. This is our final card, girls. How long have we gone? About an hour and a half-ish. Made 5 cards from scratch with no, all I had picked out were the supplies. I'm happy. Do we like that? Where's my card base? Why does my card... Oh, upside down, Miss Jane. So that is going to go right there on dimensionals. Kind of thinking I may want some Bumblebee, although we don't have Bumblebee in blends. I could add just some champagne rhinestones on this, and I think we call this one done. Feel this one needs a little bit of bling. Ah, thank you, Bev. Look, I had the original idea thinking the thank you would fit in this piece and I could use the punch to get straight lines, but no. So now we've just offset it in the same shape. I love it when what you think is going to work doesn't work and you just go with it. Do we think some rhinestones? I know, need something, but I don't think the champagne rhinestones are going to be yellow enough. Although I do have the holiday rhinestones, and they have, no, they're not the holiday rhinestones. I'll show you. See how I don't think these are yellow enough? They're more gold. Let me find the holiday rhinestones, and we have yellow ones. So these are actually Mango Melody, but I think they'll work really well with the Bumblebee. Thank you so much, Shirley, for choosing the Bumblebee. You've stretched my brain here. But you can just see the difference. These are definitely yellow, and these are definitely a champagne gold hue. So I'll put the champagne ones back. But we definitely have kept this nice and simple. But this is a really good set. You get cherry cobbler, shaded spruce, want to say pool party, night of navy, and the mango medley. Yes, I know that I love it when I know my stash and it's all here, and I can go, oh yes, I've got something that'll work. So because we've got small, medium and large, I will use all of them because hey, why not? So a cluster here, and then just a cluster of 2 little ones. So I've used the 3 sizes there, and then just 2 little ones at the top. Or maybe that's a bit too literal. And then just a cluster of 2, draws your eyes across the card, following the angle of the die of the punch actually. But yes, you know what I'm going to do here? Oh no, I had 2 left on that sheet. This was a bit bulky, so I'm going to stick this to the back of this, and then it'll fit in here nicer. That is our 5 cards done. Thank you girls so much for joining me on the marathon. Those of you that only joined me for part of the time, thank you. I still definitely appreciate your participation and support. Just getting my supplies together, and I will show you all the cards up front. I don't want to lose this label die here. I'm just going to pop this label die back on, pop it in its pouch, because I might cry if they fall all over the floor, and no one wants to see me cry after making these 5 cards. Okay. Oh, I have so much cleaning up to do. So much. Right. These are the 5 colours we ended up using. Gather them together. I will flip them over. So we use Polished Pink, Gorgeous Grape, Bumblebee, Old Olive and Fresh Freesia, all chosen by you. So this is a close-up of our final card. So you can see how well the holiday rhinestones worked on that one. We used the tailored tag punch, the Happy Thoughts stamp set, and the True Love paper. Then we have the Thinking of You. You could add clear rhinestones to this one. We use a tailored tag and the postage stamp punch, the same True Love paper, and the Polished Pink Stampin' Blends. Okay, for our Gorgeous Grape card, we just use the stamp set paper and some Stampin' Blends just to add that pop of colour to what can be quite a dense pattern paper, and just added the flags, and we use the Hippo and Friends dies in the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. The Old Olive one, we use some matte black dots, Old Olive paper, and the True Love and the Happy Thoughts stamp set. And our first card, going all the way back, we use Fresh Freesia, which matches my nails perfectly. We used the True Love paper. This was a scrap that was cut with the layering circle dies. We've got Happy Thoughts stamp set and the matte black dots. So these are our 5 cards. I will pull in some of the bits we use. So we use the Hippo and Friends dies, the matte black dots, and the Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewels. And we've got our Stampin' Blends at the top. So thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate the support. We got there. My pleasure, Sylvia. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Glenda. Thanks, Jane. Thanks, Shelley. You guys basically stuck here the whole time. Thank you so much. I love seeing you. I plan to be back next Tuesday. I will share with you some of the cards from class on Sunday. So I'll share one of the projects from Sunday with you. I'm doing a mixture of, once again, retiring products. So this stamp set and the paper, do remember, are retiring while stocks last, or on the 30th of June. So if you want these products and you don't already own them, grab them while you can so you're not disappointed. This card would make a gorgeous gift pack. Or, you know, you've got a thank you, thinking of you, happy birthday, congratulations. And this could be a get well card, sympathy card. It could be, it's quite these two in particular are quite I'm lost for the word, quite versatile cards and could be used for anything. Thank you, Kathleen. Thank you, Margine. So have an amazing end to your week and weekend, and I will catch you next Tuesday. Any questions, or if you want to order and can't find my store in the comments, please don't hesitate to contact me.